Hello, welcome back to this men's colognes channel. Or welcome if it's your first time. We talk about men's fragrances here. And today I'm going to share with you my absolute favorite men's fragrances at the moment. And there's 10 of them. I've been busy. I've got quite a few new ones for you. So let's go with the first one. This first fragrance with an amazing atomizer. Just look at this fine beauty. It's this really just masculine, spicy saffron oud scent. But what makes this fragrance really stand out for me is that it smells extremely natural. You know how this scent DNA is in one of my favorite fragrances of all time, Haltan from Parfum de Marly, for example. This is so much more natural smelling. It's a bit more nuanced. It smells so much more expensive and luxe. It's got this fruity citrusiness at the top that makes it a bit fresher also than something like Haltan, and on the skin it settles down to like the most amazing sexy spices ever. It's got dates, smell like a sweet halva sort of a scent, they say, and I totally get it. It's got this sweet honeyed nuttiness a little bit, and then this rosy incensey oak moss. Absolutely amazing for this time of year. This is like the sexiest fragrance you can find. So good. Next fragrance that has surprised me. This is a fragrance that every time my husband wears it, I'm like, man, you smell good. And I know that you'll get tons of compliments of this scent if you ever wear it, and it's the new Energy Versace Eros. This scent is phenomenal. Yes, it does smell a bit like Creed Aventus, but it's got its own identity, I think, as well. It's much more crisp, citrusy. It's so happy at the beginning when you spray it. You just love this fragrance. It's so good. And then in the air, it's just this woody, super masculine, fresh fragrance. It projects like crazily. Everybody will notice how great you smell with this, and you don't have to spend your entire paycheck on this fragrance. So I think it's a just great value for money, great scent, just amazing overall. Next fragrance that I absolutely love, it's the new Creed. It's Centaurus, and man, I love the new direction of Creed, going into those more rich, almost like gourmand, leathery scents, and I absolutely am all for it. And this new fragrance from them is a killer. It's this almost like a cherry patchouli scent. It's warm, it's extremely addictive, and I would say that if you like your spicy aromatic scents that smell like fall, like all the Christmas spices, then try something like this. I've also looked on Fragrantica, and people are comparing this to Boundless by Amouage. Totally a different sense. Like, no, they're absolutely so different. This one is much more sweet. It's much more gourmand. The other one is as dry as like just a tree just laying there in the sun for 1,000 years. This is just sweet. It's got a bit of booziness, a lot of cinnamon. This is much more romantic, boozy, indulgent of a scent. I can only see like 20% similarity of them, so no, don't believe what they say on Fragrantica. Next up, we've got a Valentino scent that got a bit damaged in delivery, so I think we'll have to fix that because it's leaking a little bit, but it's behind the scene from Valentino, and ever since I got to discover the scent, I was just obsessed with it. And it's, you know that I love vetiver if you have watched this channel. I think vetiver is one of the most classiest scents and notes that a guy could wear, and only a guy who's really into fragrances, I think, will wear a fragrance like this and will wear vetiver. So this is how, like, I know that somebody is super into fragrances if they appreciate the art of vetiver, because it's just a timeless, classy fragrance. And this is a vetiver with a twist. It's hazelnut vetiver. It's nutty, it's rich, It's so masculine, but it's slightly fresh and green. It's just magical. It is refinement in a bottle, and I'm obsessed with it. If you are into vetiver like me, if you want more of just a classy, timeless, gentlemanly scent, something that you won't smell on every guy out there on the street, try vetiver in general, but try Behind the Scene from Valentino, their new exclusive fragrance, because this is absolutely incredible. Next up, if you've watched a few of my videos recently, you know that I absolutely love the new, well, it's not new anymore, it's L'Oeuvre Essentia Eau de Parfum, and I've been talking to you about it. If you bought it, let me know in the comments if you enjoy it, but I'm 100% sure that you would enjoy this scent. This is another one of those Creed Aventus-y fragrances, but I hate saying it because then you think, oh, it's just another dupe. But there's fragrances that are, you know, different enough and are worth your attention, and this is definitely one of them. Not only the projection and longevity is great, it's improvement on Creed Aventus, especially like their consistency of scent, but this scent also is a bit more bitter, a bit more intense in the scent, and it's got this masculine scent to die for. It's just extremely sexy, and I would say that this is just a better scent overall. It's more rich than Creed Aventus. I'm sorry, Creed Aventus, but on par with Creed Aventus Absolute. If you love the Absolute, then this is something along the same lines of depth. Another cologne that, let me tell you, I'm obsessed with. And you know, when we often as fragrance enthusiasts, we say, hey, designer brands, come out with something that is not just boring and another copy of another scent that is popular from another designer. And we say that, and then when they release it, we're like, ugh, what is that? And this is a scent like that, and I love it. They've just released it. It's not to be liked by everybody. It's there to be different, and I love it. And Tom Ford always does that for me. Like, they have always been that designer brand, and it is the new black lacquer. I think love it. I don't swear, but just a little bit. This scent is just power, if I quote Jeremy Fragrance. Power! In your face, similar to the vibe of like Tuscan leather from Tom Ford. It's like, I'm wearing this, I know I'm cool, I'm just like this brash guy, I don't care what you think, I'm here to do the business. This is that scent, and to me this is extremely sexy, so good smelling. It's super spicy with a lot of black pepper, and man, is it good. They say it's like ink. In here, obviously, you can't extract the scent of ink, I don't think, but it's just woody. It's got ebony. Some people say it's similar to Ebony Fumé from Tom Ford. To me, it's completely different because I didn't like that fragrance that I released, and I love this. This is so much more spicy. The ebony is not as like creamy and weird and smooth as in the other fragrance, and it's just a badass scent. If you like your ombre leather, those like really badass scents, and you want something even more amped up, this is cool. This is just pure cool. I just appreciate the scent and the release, but you'll get mixed reactions, so you have to just pull it off with how you are, but I love it. Next up, we've got Torino 24 from Zerzhov. They've done Torino 21, 22, 23. This is the 24 version, and man, you are in for a treat. It's so clean smelling, it's musky, it's natural, it's a bit chocolatey, a bit caramelly, but still really fresh. It's just this weird juxtaposition that totally works. I smell a bit of like this orange, almost like a blood orange. It's just such a delicious, musky, clean scent with a bit of gourmand in there because it is tiny bit chocolatey. It's so good. Addictive, frankly. And if you like your fresh scents, but you want like your niche level fresh scents, then try it out. Next fragrance that is one of my favorites lately for men. it is still this baby. It's Le Mal Elixir from Jean Paul Gaultier. It's just so fun. I'm not a fragrance snob in the sense of, you know, now I'll only talk about niche fragrances because they're worth my time. No, if my nose likes something, I'll just go for it. And I don't think there is like a specific, you know, price on fragrance that makes it, you know, worth it. Some expensive fragrances are totally not worth it. But something like this, it's affordable, it's high street, but man, is it good. It's long lasting, it's fun, it smells great, you'll get compliments for it. And I just love this release, so I had to put it in here. And I know that many of you probably own this fragrance already and absolutely love it. Next scent for men that I absolutely love at the moment, it is Parfum de Marly. I love how clean it smells. And it's a clean, crisp scent that is slightly, I would say, bitter because it's a bit like grapefruity, but I love how it smells in the air. And I love that it just has this fresh smell, but it's not an aquatic smell. And with men's fragrances, you get those aquatics all the time. You can just find them from any brand. But when you smell like this, you'll smell a bit more expensive, you'll smell a bit more interesting, maybe you'll strike up a conversation with somebody because you'll smell like this. It's just a good all-round, long-lasting, really projecting, nice clean smell, perfect for an office, perfect for a holiday. It's just so versatile, I think. And let me know what you think about this new release, because I think some people absolutely love it and some people don't get it. But to me, this is a hit, such a good fragrance from Parfum de Marly. I'll of course link them all in the description for you also, and the niche ones I'll link samples for them so you can test them at home, because I know not everybody has access to all of these, you know, in their local department store. Another fragrance that I've been obsessed with lately, and it's a oldie but a goodie, it's Bleu de Chanel, but specifically the Parfum version. I just find that, I don't know, I was obsessed with Eau de Parfum for a good while. And now I'm just like, no, the Parfum, it just hits different. Maybe it's the time of the year, the spices are more intense, the way it dries on the skin, it's just phenomenal. You just get this incredible scent on the skin, especially on the clothes, yes, but on the skin, this just dances and just makes you smell absolutely incredible. So yeah, Bleu de Chanel is still the OG. It is just absolutely amazing. If you've always bought the Eau de Parfum, try the Parfum maybe if you are running out, because I'm telling you, the depth of this fragrance, the way that it smells, it just smells much more expensive than the Eau de Parfum, especially on the skin, so try it out. Let me know what is one fragrance that you are obsessed with at the moment. I would love to know, because I'm always on the lookout for the best fragrances for you guys. If there's any specific fragrances you want me to test, also drop them in the comments and I'll just compile a list and see what fragrances you want me to test the most. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye.